Okay, so this session is about gluing things together. Today, I'm going to show some common architecture tool you're going to use while you're making models, and also I'm going to show some materials that's very common. You will see everywhere while you're making architecture models. Today, I'm going to show basically two material. First is the foam core. Foam core has its thickness, and it has this kind of strength. It's very good material to make walls for your models, but also because it is white, so it's very easy to get dirty. So you might want to be very cautious while you're using these materials. And those are three, they are museum board. Today I'm showing three different thickness. For example, this one, it's the one ply. So you can see it's very easy to bend. But one thing about this, you can make like very interesting form, but it's hard to hold itself. So at this point, we can show you later that you might need paper tapes to make sure they hold it together before the glue dried up. And this one, you can see it's more thick. This one's about 3 ply. Compared to the first ply, it also has this flexibility, but it's stronger. And the last one, this is 4 ply. This is very thick museum board. So you can, while you're cutting this material, you can't really cut it. You need to cut it a couple times. Okay. So first, I'm going to show the 4 ply museum board. I'm going to use this Alphanite. So when you cut, you should always have this, your hands like gestures, right? Adjust the ruler, and then just slightly scroll the material. You never like cut it once. You should like do it like a couple times, because that will allow you to get this very clean edges. Okay. And then we're going to try to glue those two. So once you have those two pieces, you can start to use a tacky glue. There are multiple ways you can glue things together, but you probably don't want to just simply put the glue on the material, because it's going to be making a mess. So my method is just to put some glue on this material, and then hold on. Let it dry for a bit. And then you can have this a scratch from a piece of wood, and then you can kind of mix it a little bit, and then you will have this. You have the glue on your wood, and you can gently transfer the glue from the wood piece to the material. that. And once you've done that, it's going to be on this edge, and you want to make sure they are kind of all flat. Okay. And then I'm going to sort of like glue it together. Because the 4-ply has its own thickness, so you don't need to support it by using paper tapes, but you want to make sure it's 90 degrees angle. So here I use the ruler to make sure that, okay, they should be always like, the edge should be always like 90 degrees. You don't need a lot of glues, because once you have a lot of glue, those glue will like pop out from the edge. But now it's pretty clean and it won't leave a trace, and it's pretty strong too. And the second method I'm going to show, it's the 1-ply music board. This one's pretty thin, so I'm going to cut it first. And this time I'm going to use this small knife. Instead of using the little piece of wood, I prefer to use my finger because I have more control on this kind of thin material. So this is what I do. I have very little glue on my fingers, and then I just simply transfer the glue from my finger to this edge. So it's very little, okay? And then you can either use your hand or the tweezers. Put it on the top and make sure they are straight. Sometimes you want to make sure they don't fall. So I can use the drafting dot to sort of like hold it, just to give it a little support. And then you can peel it off like once it's done. The foam core has basically three pieces. Two of them are the skin and the middle part. So when you cut, you want to make sure all the things get cut off. So again, kind of scroll it first and then do it a couple times. Because if you just do it once, it's very easy to kind of like, can cut it like a straight edge. So, okay. Same goes to the material. hand. It's how I transfer the glues on the edge. Make sure the glue's all the way to the edge. Flat it up. And then you can glue it. Okay, thank you.